Saint Catherine was a Christian saint who lived in Alexandria during the 4th century. According to the legends, Catherine was the daughter of Gonstius, the governor of Egyptian Alexandria during the reign of the Roman Emperor Maximian. Catherine was an extremely learned young girl and devoted most of her time studying about Christianity. When Maxentius started persecuting Christians, she went to the emperor and rebuked him for his cruelty. The emperor then summoned 50 of the best pagan philosophers and orators to dispute with her, hoping that they would refute her Christian arguments. But to the emperor's surprise, Catherine won the debate. Several of her adversaries, conquered by her eloquence, declared themselves Christians and were at once put to death. It is said that a large number of Maxentius' soldiers also converted themselves to Christianity after hearing Catherine's arguments.
Catherine was then punished and imprisoned. She would be mercilessly whipped every day. But Catherine, strengthened by God, stood with her eyes raised to heaven, without giving a sign of suffering or fear. Maximian ordered her to be imprisoned without food, so that she would starve to death. During the confinement, angels tended her wounds with salve. Catherine was fed daily by a dove from heaven, and Christ also visited her. Legend says that 12 days later, when the dungeon was finally opened, a bright light and fragrant perfume filled it, and Catherine came forth even more radiant and beautiful.
Upon the failure of Maxentius to make Catherine yield by way of torture, he tried to win the beautiful and wise princess over by proposing marriage. The saint refused, declaring that her spouse was Jesus Christ, to whom she had consecrated her virginity. This infuriated the emperor, who condemned Catherine to death on a spiked breaking wheel, but, at her touch, it shattered. Maxentius then ordered her to be beheaded. And Saint Catherine, at the age of 18, became a martyr. Her feast day is celebrated annually on the 25th of November. Since the Portuguese general Albuquerque conquered Goa on 25th of November, 1510, the Cathedral of St. Catherine was built in her honor.